Welcome, y'all. It's your girl, Latanya Michelle, and you are tuned into a new episode of City Singles Live. Listen, y'all, I've been crying for the last minute, so you gotta work with it because my guest tonight is somebody that I know, and listen, I've been laughing so hard. So between my tears and my allergies, y'all have to work with me tonight. But anyways, I'm super excited. We are pushing forward with the House of Love and City Singles, and super excited. We just had our third City Singles meetup in Atlanta this past Monday, and we do it every Monday, every first and third Monday in Morrill, Georgia. We have plans to come see other cities where it's just a meetup with singles, urban, classy, mature singles. So we decided that we needed to kick off City Singles Live, where we actually interview singles from all over the world. So y'all know I live in Atlanta, but y'all know I got that DMV love because I lived there for so long and everything and stuff. And so I had to reach back out to some of my homeboys and was like, yo, can I pimp you for a little while? And so my first victim is somebody that I know well. I've been knowing him for a long time. And if he was a little bit older, he probably would be my man. But because he's not, we still want to, I still love on him and stuff. One of my best friends, I call him his little brother. Been hanging with him, partying with him for years. So bringing to my screen, my in-house studio, even though I'm in Atlanta and he's in Southern Maryland, Mr. Trenton Chew.
Hey, darling.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Doing good. Can't
You
complain.
sure?
Yeah,
You okay over there?
I'll be fine in a little bit.
You'll be fine in a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, I wanted to explain how the show works, why I had you on there. So, why I have
Okay.
you on here. So, you'll know too, because one thing about you is you just was letting me go for it. And I didn't give you all the details and everything. And that's why I love you so much, because that shows that you trust me.
Of course. Always.
So, City Singles Live is about where I choose a single. I'm not just choosing anybody. I'm choosing people that I think that's pretty dope, or people that submit stuff to me that seems like they're pretty dope that would make a good date for someone. Unlike my business, City Singles, I am a matchmaker. But with this is just a date. This is just all about a date. If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. But all you have to do is promise me that you would go out on a date with someone that I select. Just
I
one day.
promise.
Just one
I
day.
promise.
And how this works is after we finish filming this, and people are going to see this now, some of your friends, some of my friends, some of my people from all over the United States, and
Hmm.
they're going to reach back out to me and say, hey, I would like to go out on a date with Trenton, or they're going to tell me why they would make a great date for you. And so what happens is out of three people, out of all those people, I will pick three people. And then me and you
Okay.
will have a discussion, and I'll tell you which one is my favorite one. And then out of those three, you'll tell me which one's your favorite. If we decide on the same person, I'll pay for the date.
Okay.
If you choose somebody out of the three that I'm like, nah, Trent, don't do it, but you still want to be stubborn because it happens all the time and everything,
Yeah,
they have to pay for the date. Either way, you get a free date. Either way, you get a free date. You get a free date. So it works out being September, take a man out on a date. Yeah, so I'm trying to make all my guests this month men so they could get free dates. But yeah, so either way, all you have to do is show up and keep your
Well,
legs
damn.
closed.
Well, not only that, and make sure nothing poke out either. But two cents.
Okay, touche. I'm glad I got my water. I'm drinking water. Both of us the same thing, but I'm glad I have my water today. But anyways, so excuse me. All you have to do is go on one date. My last event, we did City Singles Live, and I actually did it at my event, and I interviewed someone, and actually the couple that I interviewed a guy. One of the ladies that was there decided
Hmm.
that she wanted to go out on a date with them, and they are currently dating.
Okay.
Yeah, so It works sometimes. It don't all the time, but let's have some fun.
Why not? I'm all about that.
So, first question. First question. How old are
Okay.
you?
36.
36. Okay. So, are you into older women, younger women, or women your age?
I have no preference.
No preference.
None.
No preference. So, if I was a genie and I could make all your wishes come true, do you have a preference of what you want your woman to be like?
Good question. I will honestly say one that actually has a plan in life, you
Okay.
know, because myself, I always try to have a plan as far as like career, or you see yourself wanting a house or some type of plan in life where it's going to benefit you in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you got some that are, so stuck. Well, I wouldn't say stuck, but undecisive as to what they see, where do they see themselves in years to come. You know, so
Okay.
if you have a good career path and very family oriented, because I am myself, I have a large extended family, which I love every last piece and person that played a major part of my life. And also, um, I guess you could say children will play a part. I'm willing to accept those that do have kids because I love kids myself, and or one that doesn't have none, and like myself biologically, and willing to just build some type of future. You know.
Okay, so let me go back some because I realize there's a lot of people on here that don't know anything about you, and it's
Correct.
unfair because I know a lot about you. So let me go back and let me do this
Okay.
right. First of
All right.
all, Trenton, where are you from, and where do
I
you
am
live?
from I am from Southern Maryland, originally from Calvert County, residing in Charles County.
Okay, and that's for people that don't know Charles County. What's like the closest big city to that area?
DC, baby.
DC, DMV.
That's right.
Okay. So were you raised by your mom and your dad together or both of them in your life?
I was raised by my grandmother.
Okay.
A lot of people say I have an old soul. That's the best
Yeah.
way I could put it. I was
Okay.
raised by a big mama, or original big mama.
Okay.
Um, my parents, they, you know, I didn't have, I grew up in a single parent household.
Okay.
So I understand the struggles and, the ups and downs in being in a household of that nature.
Okay. Are you the only child?
No, I have three brothers and one sister. Well, two sisters. Sorry, correction.
Are your brothers older?
No, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Hmm.
That sucks. I just thought I was gonna find a single older brother. No.
Sometimes I pray for one. Trust me.
Okay. Okay. But you got a lot of adopted older brothers, so you good.
Yes. Yeah. But you
Uh,
can't
not
have them though. Not yet. Not. I got. Not yet.
not yet. What? Wait, huh? I missed up. Anyways, listen. Here's one good thing about you being from Calvert County that I know about Calvert County is that you guys all are close knit. Like y'all take care of each other and stuff. And so I know, like,
Mm.
shout out to, oh gosh, they're gonna kill me because my mind just went blank. Oh my gosh, Big Papa's Fight Club. What the hell?
Eclipse, darling.
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Oh my gosh, y'all, please listen. Y'all do not. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. So listen, they all took me in as family, and I know that you're from there, and I've seen all of you guys interact as family and stuff like that. So that's you say that you want younger brothers. I think you probably got a whole bunch. I mean, older brothers. I think you got a whole bunch of older brothers.
And I do. And I do.
Plus, plus one of my best friends is your older brother too. So
One
everybody's
of
been
the.
around with him forever. Here's the younger version of Pretty Ricky, y'all.
If anything, I'm the more wild one.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, back on track. Back on track.
Okay.
So you're from.
All right.
So you're from Calvert County. You live in Charles County. No children.
Biologically, no. I do
What is
have
that?
one adopted daughter.
Okay. And how old
In
is she?
other words, she is 20. I took on a responsibility, and throughout my teenage years, that wasn't mine,
Okay.
because I made a promise, and
Okay.
I'm a man of my word.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Especially since you're only 36. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay. Do you want children?
Yes.
Do you know how many you want?
Ooh, child. Um, I'm gonna leave that in God's hands. How about that?
Okay. What happens if you fall in love with a woman who can't have children or don't want children and already
It's
has children?
not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. So I wasn't ready for them because normally they like, that's a deal breaker. I want children and stuff. Okay. So back to your genie and back to that
Okay.
woman. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in love before?
Whew.
Or do you think you've
I,
been in love before?
I'm gonna say I've been in love a handful of times. One hand.
Okay.
I can count.
Okay. Ooh. Alrighty then. So what is your definition of love?
You know, I got asked that question a while back, and the best way I can honestly explain it is off of Tyler Perry's one of his movies when the woman was describing the love she had for her husband. In
Mhm.
other words, that she just loved the sound of that person's heartbeat. In other words, for me, is when you connect with somebody, not just physical attraction or just mentally or any of that, but exactly what you feel here. See, I came close to that in my years, in my younger years,
Okay.
that to the point where I felt that and I didn't know what to do with it, and I
Okay.
dropped the ball.
Okay.
And then it didn't take me until years later to actually understand what I was feeling.
Okay. And you felt that 5 times already?
I wouldn't say five. I just say I can count on one hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad you cleared that up because I thought you was about to say 5 times. I'm like,
Mm.
ooh, that's a lot. Okay.
Nah, don't. Something like that only comes a dime a dozen.
Okay. Okay. So do you believe that it's possible to happen again?
Of course.
Okay. What makes you so different then than you are now to know that you're more prepared for love?
Well, back then, in my younger days, what's the main thing everybody do when they, in their 20s? Want to go out, party, do God knows whatever, whatever, have fun. Now that I'm older, I have I've come a long way as far as like my, how I grew up, as far as career paths and everything. Like I had a good support system. So with that being said, it was just, I feel as though that now that I have accomplished mainly all my goals that I set out for myself when I was younger, that the only thing that I haven't was to find that significant other to share it with.
Okay. Okay. So do you feel like you are actively and do you feel like you're actively looking? And before I finish that, because they say that a man findeth a wife. So do you feel like you're actively looking or
You know, I've heard that saying so many times, and truth be told, I feel as though it should be said people find each other. you
Like,
know. And am I actively looking? I'm open. That's what
okay.
I'm gonna say. I'm open to going on dates and get to know a person before I make that commitment of saying I'm your man and vice versa. You know,
Okay.
because everything, the whole dating scheme, and just being in love in general is a trial run. But in order to actually get to the end goal, you have to go through all your trials before you come out to the end of the finish line.
Sounds like
So,
somebody taught you well, or at least you sound good.
nah, I had good support system growing up.
Okay, so do you believe in courting?
Absolutely.
And what is
You
your
know,
what's your definition of courting? What
my
does it look like
definition
to you? I'm sorry. What does it look like to you?
that every woman should, at least the first time meeting, a man should have flowers for that lady, whether you know them or not, or vice versa. That's your sign of, okay, this is something that you deserve. I see it from my adopted parents all the time, where my father would literally wouldn't even think about it, just give my mother some flowers. And just the look on her face, just from that, not even having to say a word, move a muscle, hint at nothing, she appreciates that, man, for that, you know? So that's my definition of that.
Okay, so how do you keep that going? Like, I mean, do you once you because once you bring flowers to the first date, you got to keep that going, like the excitement going. Can you?
Well, well, for me, my I feel as though that it should be done on both parts, not just the man. It
Okay.
should be done, as it's almost like a counter appreciation, put it that way.
Okay.
It shouldn't be just on one person or one sex in any type of situation. It should be done on both parties.
So, do you feel like a female should do that initially too, or is that something that she does?
Um,
She's comfortable with you and realize that she wants to be with you.
I would say, truth be told, that initially, because I grew up different,
Right.
but excuse me, but the man should initiate it first.
Okay.
But you got those that are bold
Right. Right.
that would really mouth drop a man if you like, oh, here you go. Truth be told, a lot of dudes, let me tell you a little secret. So some guys don't, we give flowers and everything, but some we like them too, believe it or not.
Oh, I
I
know
mean, you
this.
you got some big guys like, oh nah, I don't need that, no that. Whatever. You like it. You want on Valentine's Day, you want all this, that, and the third, but yet you just can't have your woman just go out and get you some flowers or something like that. I don't know. It's
I
different.
I think well, I know that men love to be catered to too, and men are just as emotional and as just as spoiled as women are, and they should be catered to.
Yeah.
I believe that. Period. However, in the beginning of dating, in the beginning,
Hmm.
however, you know, and we're just talking about me. In my opinion, I have different clients who think totally different or whatever and stuff. But I always think that if a man is interested from the beginning, that he should show that he's able to lead me, because I do believe that if I pick you as a man, you have got to be able to lead me.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
so I do think that there's steps that men should show and should do to show me that they're interested in me. Yes, of course, I'm going to cater to them. Of course, I'm going to do for them. Eventually, once, and when I say eventually, couple dates and everything, I realize I like you and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
you say bring flowers. My question to you is, how do you make things unique? You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
I'm one of those
Well,
people who don't give me the routine that you give to everybody else. I need to know that I'm
right.
special. I need to know that you're doing something different, that you're really intimate.
Well, that really falls to play on the, how can I put this? In order to be different to separate, okay. to separate what you're used to doing for a person that you're trying to get to know,
Mm-hmm.
I would say for me, it all depends on the person that I am getting to know. I got to know their strengths and their weaknesses. In other words, as far as like going going a little bit above and beyond, like doing special trips, something like that, or just, or it could be just as simple as just giving a back rub. It's just not. It's just something just based off the dynamic of that person that will lead any man into just changing. Just doing something different. Not every woman is the same. Not every man is the same. So you just got to know which way to go with it. You just got to read. You got to read them and communicate with them.
Okay. So you consider yourself attentive when it comes to women?
Mm, my biggest thing is I don't like surprises, believe it or not. So,
But you
I
came
get
on here with me.
that's different. That's totally different though. You know,
What do you think about when you say
like
you
the,
don't like surprises?
in other words, I have a hard time letting a woman do things for me. Because I've been so used to being independent that if I wanted something, I just go out and do it my own or go get it, and never have to worry, depend on somebody else doing it or whatever.
Okay,
But
you say that, but you just said that you feel that women should do something too. So how example, I'm just ladies do
I'm
not
learning. I'm
do
learning.
not ladies do not freak out. I'm just using me and him as an example. We ain't got nothing going on. Okay. So as an example, do not
Mm,
stalk me. Okay. So if me and you are dating or
yes.
whatever and stuff, if I figure out what you like, I know you like to
Okay.
do camping. I know there's things that you like to do. So if I sit there and say, okay, let's hang out this weekend, and I plan a camping trip, and all you got to do is show up.
First, I'll be like, I'll be a little distraught, a little bit, just be like, oh, really? But at the same time, shit, I would love the hell out that. I would, shit, I'd be the most happiest person ever. Somebody tell me that.
But you would go through something negative first before it happened.
Man, darling, how I'm set up, how I grew up. I'm gonna say it like this: how I grew up. You think of the negative and try to think positive ways to overcome it.
Oh no,
I know it's different. Yeah, I know. I'm different.
we gotta work on
It's
that. We
just
gotta change that.
I
Because you
know I'm a work in progress.
listen, because here's the thing about a confident older woman or a
Hmm.
confident woman. I'm not even going to say older at this point. We are very confident in who we are, and we're very attentive and we pay attention. So if we're
Correct.
interested in someone like me, I'm not aggressive. I don't think I'm aggressive, and I'm not going to tell somebody that I'm interested in them, but I'm going to give them signs. I'm going to flirt with them and everything. And once they decide, okay, I may be interested in her and they make an effort, I'm already watching you. I'm already knowing what you like and everything and
Hmm.
stuff. So when it's my turn to shock you, because my whole concept is if you're doing for me and you're bringing me flowers and you're catering to me and you're taking me out and you're making me feel special, oh, I'm gonna get you too, and I'm gonna get you on a normal basis. And but I think that that's how it is when women know who they are. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
truly interested in you and stuff. I don't
Mm.
think it's. Yes, I don't get me wrong. You're gonna court. You're gonna take me out. You're gonna pay. I'm not bringing out my wallet. I'm not even gonna play the game like I'm gonna pretend to pull out my wallet to make you feel like a man. I'm not pulling it out. However, when it's my turn, I'm gonna already know what your favorite place is. I'm gonna call you up on the phone just because and say, let's go hang out so and so. You don't have to do
Hmm.
nothing. Show up. That's just I think that's how it's supposed to work, even though it doesn't work for everybody that way. So I'm as a love and relationship coach, I don't tell anybody how to do it. I do tell them to do what works for them. But
Right.
in my eyes, that's how it works.
And I agree with you. I agree with you.
But
I've
you
learned.
but you
I
can't
know.
be one of those people that's got the negative involved because you're gonna throw it off. You're gonna throw it off.
Trust me, I bounce back from that.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
me,
So
let me just. I'm a Gemini. Let me just go.
ooh, I should have asked that in the beginning. Where'd you go, dear? You back? I don't know what's going on. I can see him. Ladies, so you know if you're dealing with Trenton, that if he goes negative in the beginning, just give him a few minutes, give him some time, because he's gonna switch it up. Sweetheart, what is going on? I don't see you. Let's add you
Okay.
back. Okay, there you
Sorry.
go. That's
Okay.
okay.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
I had to let them know that if they're dating you, that if they get this date with you or they start dating you, that if you go negative in the beginning, to give you some time because you're gonna switch back to the positive.
Of course.
Or
It's
you
just a little. It's just something. It's almost like basically, if it's something that I'm not used to, of course I'm gonna react different.
okay,
But like I said, I've learned to warm up to things.
okay, and you're learning. I love the fact that you can admit to this because most men won't.
Hmm. I ain't got nothing to hide.
So I think I asked you this before, and I don't know if you answered this. Are you affectionate?
Yes. All
So
right.
out in public, you're into holding hands and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're not embarrassed. You're not like, don't touch
Why
me or
would I? Nah.
okay. I'm
Why?
just saying. Some people are. Some people do not like it. That's why I asked that question. Is your mama watching this? Because I got another question, but if your mama or grandma watching, I'll save it.
You know what? If my mom, if she is watching, she probably got a shot right next to her. So you can go ahead and ask.
Mom,
You can go ahead and ask.
so if you're with the woman, please, mom, I'm just doing my job, okay? I'm just saying. So if you're out with a woman that you're interested in, you're dating, and she basically whispers in your ears that she's horny, do we have not we? Do you guys have to wait till you get back home, or can you make things happen close to where you're at?
Darling, I'm a beeline. Shoot. Is you? All right.
It's a great thing
Yeah.
about having your own show. You can say whatever, you make up your own rules.
Mm,
So you
I,
are very affectionate. You're very, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but you're not going to reject her. You're not going to make her wait till you get home.
no. No.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
no. You gotta take care of business while it's hot. Mm-mm.
Take care of business. Okay.
That's
So
right.
do you like a woman that's aggressive, passive? Um, would you prefer for a woman to approach you and let you know that she's into you and basically not chase you, but really put on the pressure of you knowing that she's interested in you? Or do you prefer to
I
make the move?
I prefer let me lead that situation.
Okay.
If whatever I give off, give that back to me. You
Okay.
know, and hindsight, I always say the same way you got me is the same way you keep me.
Okay. Okay. And how does that apply to you? The same way you get her is the same way you're going to keep her?
Exactly.
So do you believe in stuff like date nights and everything?
Oh, absolutely. It's important.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, get away from the responsibilities of being an adult and actually enjoying each other's time because today ain't promised tomorrow. So
Okay.
why not?
What are some of the things that you like to do for fun?
Well, of course, you mentioned it. I love camping.
Okay.
Love that. Um, I love going to cigar lounges. That's one of the things I picked up on this past year. Um, and just, I'm interested in anything that doesn't look sketchy like it's going to kill me. Like some people say, oh, skydiving. Oh, hell no.
Are you
But,
serious?
darling, I shit you not. I watch too many movies to see the end result.
I think you should try skydiving.
Man, I don't know. To let
So
somebody
if
push you out of a plane?
come
Mm,
on, you only live once.
Yeah, but if my heart can't take it, shoot, I'm I'm gonna live and die the
Come
same day.
on. Come on. Motorcycles.
Oh, darling, nah, can't do two wheels.
Uh-uh.
Nah, I'm scared of those. But I will say I will do ATV, four wheeling.
Horses.
Uh, oh, absolutely. Um, anything pertaining to like nature, I would definitely do. Even hiking. I
Okay.
I did that and I found that so enjoyable.
It is. It's peaceful. It's very
Yes,
peaceful.
absolutely.
Okay. Do you travel?
I have recently, yes.
Okay.
I've been literally. I just got back from Boston last week. I was up there for 3 months working, but I was able to enjoy the scenery. I didn't travel within the past 2 years. I've been pretty much on the East Coast. Enjoying the Carolinas, Georgia. You know, and yeah, I wouldn't mind traveling. Not at all.
Okay. What is your job again?
I'm a union iron worker,
Okay. All right. So you work with your hands.
of course.
Ladies, he works with his hands. Okay. What was I about to say? Um, long distance relationship. What do you think about those?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Have you ever
That's a
had
tough
one
one.
before?
I've had a situation like that, and it can be complicated, because of the work that I do. I don't have vacation time or sick leave or nothing like that. So if I do end up having to, make the commute back and forth, that's something that just gotta be planned ahead of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's one of the things that's kind of been iffy with me as far as long distance.
Okay.
Now, if you're within a 3 to 5 hour driving range, shit, I'm game.
Oh, that's not far.
Darling, I just drove 8.5 hours from Maryland to Boston. Hell no, they ain't far.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies, if you guys are in the Carolinas, Virginia, Philly, New York, Georgia, you're out. Um, uh, Detroit, I think all of that's pretty close to you and stuff. You have a chance. The rest of y'all is out. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I like the fact that you said that you're willing to drive though, like 3 to 5 hours. That's far. Kind of to me, it is. You know.
uh, I'm
Um.
used to traveling, you
Okay.
know?
Okay. So how does that work when you go to a different city for your job? You're like there for months at a time.
hmm
Okay.
Until the job is done or I get tired of it.
And you actually don't even get days off and stuff while you're there and stuff like that.
Not really.
So
If it
even
ain't a major holiday, I ain't off.
so, if she came to visit you while you was there, it wouldn't be much of anything because you're always working.
Right.
Okay.
You know,
What if she was dating you? What if she's from home, from Charles County, and you're up there, and she just decides to drive up there, knows what times you get off, just to have a picnic lunch on your hotel floor or something? Could you appreciate that, or would that be on your get on your nerves?
when I don't have a roommate, that would be awesome.
Okay.
But in my past experience,
Yep.
I had a roommate with me when I did that, when
Or
I
she
was
or
at
she
Boston.
pays for a hotel room and you come
Uh,
hang out with her.
I could, I just, yeah, I hope, I just don't want to,
You
overstep
ain't never
as
been
far as
spoiled
going out of
before, have
bounds.
you? Listen, you ain't
Not
never.
at all. Not at
Listen,
all.
ladies, I'm trying to give y'all ideas. I'm trying to help y'all out. If you're trying to get with this man, listen, he like a virgin. You can spoil him. And listen, simple little things. Simple little things. And you, sir, you can't keep just being a giver and not receive it.
I know. It's one of my other traits that I constantly battle with.
You got to work on that one.
Yeah, learning curve, babe. I'm
What
learning as I go.
What's another one of your weaknesses that you feel like you have to work on?
Hmm. I would honestly say sometimes I'm I can be distant, with everyday, going through everyday life. Sometimes I just need to take a step back, and just analyze a few things. And that also goes along with the lack of communication. You're not expressing or saying anything to to anyone. That's another thing in my traits. But I'm working on that as well. It just I take everything and I basically, carry it on my back or you see it on my chest. You know, I certain situations that I just gotta do what I gotta do.
How can a woman help you overcome some of this stuff?
Just understand. That's it. Just be like, you know what, babe, you got it. Just let me know when that's done. That's it.
So you would prefer for her to let you go through, or to just give you the space as you go through it. You don't want her to like try to talk you through it or any of that stuff. You would prefer for her just to give you your space.
Yep. Because eventually, long story short, I always end up overcoming it.
Okay. Or I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah,
Or have you ever really experienced someone who patiently tried to help you through it?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay. So you okay. So you know the difference. Okay. Just
Yeah,
I gotta always
absolutely.
ask.
I
Always
got you.
ask.
I got you.
So if I gave you $50 and you had to plan a date with you and the
Okay.
girl of your dreams, what are y'all gonna do? Can't go over $50.
Hmm. Wow. Well, my first instinct would be, you know, go eat by the waterfront somewhere,
Okay.
or just plan a happy hour or something along that line. I love being around the water. Love it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. Like it again, that just based off the person. Sometimes some just like going to the movies. Or having a picnic on a nice day.
What if it's based off of what you want to do, not her?
What I want to do.
Yes, it's about you, not her. She's just
Oh,
tagging along because she likes you.
oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
how
In
come?
that case,
Why is that the hardest thing when I say that to men? Like, oh, I can't help. Yes, it's about you. We got to
believe
do
it or
better,
not,
ladies. Like, we don't get these men are not, when they come talk to me, they are not getting love and attention. We got to work that out. It's about you, what you want to do.
believe it or not, one thing that I enjoy doing is, if it's something that I want to do, I would tell her, call your friends up, and I'll call my friends up. Let me cook on the grill for, have a good time.
You do
Tell her,
realize $50 is not gonna get no grill food. Y'all ain't gonna eat much, and you still working.
who ain't?
Oh, you gonna get a lot of food for $50?
Depending on how many friends you invite, dog.
Okay, and you still gonna do the work of grilling? I mean, this is your time to do what you want, and you still gonna grill for all them people?
It's therapeutic to me. What can I say? You said it yourself. I'm a giver.
Okay, okay. Do you know how to receive? We gonna put
Oh,
we gonna put you through some of my sessions. We're gonna put you through some of my sessions because
oh
I
Lord,
want you to
don't put
learn
me
how.
back. Don't put me back in class. Don't put me
Yes,
back in
you're gonna
class.
go to class because I need you to know how to receive because we got to be balanced. You know what I mean? And you got to be with someone who understands balance because it's not fair that we keep having these unbalanced relationships where one person is a giver and the other person is always wondering like, what about me? And we wonder why all these relationships are going to hell and stuff
Mm,
because they're not balanced and we have to do a better job. And by that, men have to learn how to be receivers and women have to learn how to be receivers too because I'm a giver too. And that's why I end up with projects and that's why I'm by myself. So because that's what happens when you're a giver, you end up with projects because you're so busy giving and you're not even tripping about receiving. And the men become Captain Save a hoes and the women are project hoes. That's my saying. And the way I don't preach on it. Y'all think I'm joking. Like I actually have a class about it and stuff. Because all we are givers and we have got to stop doing that. It's got to be balanced. We got to be able, just as much as you give, you should be able to receive. And that person you're with, it should be, they should give and receive, and you should both balance each other out. We got to do better. We definitely got to do better. But I'm not on here to lecture tonight. I'm just on here to, for all you women, just in case if you're tuning in trying to figure out what's going on, you are tuned into City Singles Live. And this is where we bring on the singles from anywhere in the world. We just so happen to be in Southern Maryland today. And you guys get to listen to him, drool over him, pick. Well, I get to pick his brains, and you guys get to be like, "Ooh, he's my type and stuff." I would love to take him out on a date and stuff. If you're interested, you will send us an email at hol@tigereyes.com. You can see it below, and let us know. Send us a picture and write us up and do a small write up or a small video on why you would make a great date for Trent. And we do this every week with different guests. Oh, I love it. I love what I do. I love bringing people together. I love putting people together. And I love people that I know that are good people being the center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they're not used to being the center of attention. So
no,
I'm laughing at this. I'm loving this. Like I've been crying and everything because it's amazing. And you've been warned and you know how crazy I am and you still did it. So I appreciate that.
anytime, dog.
Give a message out to the ladies who may be interested in you of something that I didn't talk about or I didn't discuss or ask you a question about that may tell them a little bit more about you.
Pretty much I thought we nailed it, but about me, myself, as you can tell throughout this interview, sometimes I can be undecisive. Sometimes I can be, pretty much everything that you possibly would need. It's not everybody's perfect, but I do have a loving heart, caring heart, but I'm also, I would say, have a little bit of a wall up because everybody's been through something.
A little
You
bit of
know,
what? You have a
a
little bit
little
of what?
little bit of walls up, just a little bit.
Okay.
You gotta guard it a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm willing to let the walls fall. But it's just not just for anybody. I'll do
Come
that with.
on. Listen,
So
let me say this. Let me just say this. I work with black men on the norm. Like I listen, all ages, all status, and everything. Let me tell you something. I'm so proud of you about this because you have been so open and so vulnerable. And you have admitted to your ups and downs, good and bads and stuff. And most men will never do that. Will never do that. And I just listen, I appreciate your honesty.
thank you. Well, you brought me on the show for a reason, darling. So what do I have to hide? It is what it is.
I love it. I love it. I didn't ask you this. Do you
Mhm.
have a type of woman that you like as far as physically?
No,
No.
the
So
one no. Mm-mm. I do not discriminate on race, age, or a woman's physique.
really,
It's not in me. I
I,
wasn't raised that way.
I love it. I love it. So petite, thick,
Don't matter.
overweight.
Love them all, baby.
I love it. I love it. All these years I thought I was getting special attention, but you give it to everybody. Trey! No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Lord,
Love
don't
it.
worry. You still got a piece of this though.
I love
Anyway.
it. I love it. The only person that I would dance with at the party is like, come here. Wait, he's not gonna grab me all over. No. Dre, get your little brother. No, for real. I'm just saying. I'm clowning y'all. I'm clowning. Like, back in the days when we used to party, my best friend and him, I used to say that they was brothers because they look alike to me, or whatever and stuff. And
When
so
I had hair.
when he had hair, and so we were together and stuff, and he was my safe person. You know, you go to club parties safe. He was my safe person. So
That's right.
you know, so ah, life is good. And I look and see what happens. You benefit. I'm all the way in Atlanta and I'm hitting you up like, hey, come be on my show. So see what happens for being kind,
Exactly.
but kind and nice to me and protecting me. I feel
Of
special.
course.
Is
You
there
should.
is there anything else that you would like for them to know? Any questions?
No, not really.
So what happens if a lady from Georgia calls or a lady from Tennessee calls and says, I would like to pay for him to come to Tennessee for the day to go on a date with me. Would you do it?
Mm.
You
That
would
would
have
have to be
you would have to
after
talk to her on the
over.
phone for a while though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say that gotta come first.
Yes.
She might want. You might not see old Trenton again.
I'm just saying I've seen some crazy stuff. So
Oh,
excuse
I
me.
believe it.
I've seen some bold stuff and everything. And women are very bold these days. So and you are a good catch. So hey, you never know.
Hey, it's an even playing field, darling. It's an even playing field. One don't have the upper hand. Is we're both playing this dance. You're doing this dance together.
That's what it's
So,
about. That's what it's about.
yeah.
Would you ever leave Charles County or
Oh,
Calvert
I plan on it. Oh, I plan on it. As far as I plan on retiring out of state.
County? Okay. So, okay.
Oh
Retiring,
yeah.
you got a long time to go to retire though.
I got 15 years,
So,
but
can your
mhm.
job transfer somewhere else?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I just want to make sure because listen, these women are pretty bold. So, I'm just saying, hey,
If the money's right, I'll go. But if it ain't right, gotta gotta stay home. Do what I gotta do. Then we'll worry about the rest when that time comes.
okay. So, you're not limited at all.
No.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you so, so much. Like, I know this was like spontaneous and I didn't warn you, and you just like, okay, I'll do it. So I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you as a person, anyways, but I appreciate you even more for doing this for me.
Not a problem, dog. Like I said, DMV in the heart, baby.
DMV
You
in the
ain't, you may be far, but I got you.
heart. Everybody was like, don't forget where you from. Okay, DMV. So, to everybody else, listen. Again, you've watched. His name is Trenton Chu. Do not go stalk him because I still will kick you out. No, I'm just joking. Do not stalk him, please, or whatever. If you are interested in going out with him, please hit us up at hol@tigereyes.com. And that's down below. You can see. Let me make sure you can see it again for those who are. Yeah, it's down there. hol@tigereyes.com. And how it works is we will select 3 women out of all the people that submits. And whoever we pick out of those 3 women, I'm going to pick who I think would be good for him based off of what I know. And if he picks the same person that I pick, I pay for the date. But if he picks one of the other 2 women that out of those 3, the woman who he picks will pay for the date. Either way, Trent will get a free date. And he's only obligated to 1 date. If it goes farther than that, listen, hey, I'm all for it. So far, we've done a couple of these shows. The first one I did live at the events that we did, the woman asked the guy out on a date and they are currently dating. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm all for love. I'm all for respect and everything. So this is what I have the show for. So again, if you're interested, hit us up. Make sure you say you're interested in Trenton because each week we will have different people and we don't want to get you confused with the wrong guy. If you're interested in being a guest, When we close this out, it'll have the website where you can go to sign up to be a guest. We don't care where you live. We do interviews all over. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, we'll do a face-to-face live one. But if you are other places, we'll do it just like this. And that's how it goes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you have any questions, Trenton, again, I appreciate you.
Not a problem, dog. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. And I hope we didn't offend your mom or your grandmother at all.
Oh, don't worry. I'll probably get a phone call right after this.
Sorry, I have to do my show, y'all. But anyways, again, all the information you need to follow us and everything will pop up on the next screen. And again, tune in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Sometimes we'll be doing shows at different times, but stay connected to us by joining our website at House of Love. Our mailing list and all of this information that you need to know will be there. I love you guys. Let me say this. I will always say this no matter what, whether you're single, if you're watching it, always make time for yourself and make yourself a priority. Love cannot come from anyone until you learn to love yourself. You can't give it to anybody properly or anything until you take the time to love yourself. So I preach that all the time. Self-love is very simple, very important and very significant. If you don't know how to do it or haven't done it, take the time to learn. Stop chasing these people. Stop chasing these. Don't get me started. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to go good. Y'all get me on the nut. Subscribe to this page because every day I go talk about something and I go live and cut up. So subscribe to this page, whether it's on House of Love, City Singles, or on YouTube. I'm here. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Stay on the show. Stay on here.